white omelette going down, guys. This is literally the staple of my breakfast every day. I pretty much have this every single day, but the addition today, because me and Lorena are having a little breakfast together, is going to be chicken sausage in the air fryer. These need a little bit longer though, babe. So we're going to do these for a little bit longer. This is like our traditional breakfast.
Maybe put them back in for literally 3 minutes if you can put it on, please. Because then I'm going to eat mine.
3 minutes on these.
We've already done the other side for longer. So.
And if you've not got an air fryer, I suggest you get one, because this is a life hack. You can be getting ready, you can be doing anything, and it just shuts off for you. So, right guys, so we are on to meal one. This is my usual meal that I have most days. It's always going to be a egg white omelette with veggies, usually peppers, baby spinach, mushrooms. I don't typically weigh those out because I just standardize them every single day, so they're always typically, you know, relatively the same. You don't need to be like nitty gritty with those kind of things as long as you keep it the same. Similar to almond milk in my brew, same thing, just a little splash daily. And today we're having a little bit of a different breakfast because me and Lorena have got a bit of time to have a breakfast together. So when we have that time, we like to have like chicken sausage and add a little bit of variety to our food, because obviously we can change the macros around a little bit and make things work that way. So it's going to be an egg white omelette, it's going to be chicken sausage and protein oats. Usually I would have a bagel with this, but we are going to the cinema today, so we've got a little cinema date and I want to save some carbohydrates for that. So it's just being wise, guys, and just making sure, obviously the best thing probably here would be to not even have the oats and just save a little bit more, but obviously I want a little bit of energy. I've got coaching to do, I've got steps to get in, I've already done fasted cardio, so for me typically I like to get it done in the morning fasted. I am going to update you guys on the current phase that I'm in a bit later on in the video and go through some of the upcoming things this year, if I'm competing, if I'm not competing, because obviously I've not been on YouTube for a long time, so it's good to get back on here for those guys that follow me and want to know what's going on with the physique development, with the stage and all that good stuff. So I'm going to make up this meal now, get this cooked up, and then we're going to have a nice breakfast before we do some coaching. So we just got 15 grams of Pro's whey added to the oats, so that's 40 grams of oats. This is a really good low calorie you know, part of this meal, or this can be a meal on its own. Something I have sometimes as a little bit of a dessert, so it's like a chocolate protein oats. And then I like to add a little bit of cinnamon. We've got some frozen berries I'm going to add into that as well. So that'll be 40 grams of frozen berries. And then we're going to add 15 grams of almond butter to that as well. So I always get the smooth almond butter because it goes a very long way towards the crunchy one. Then I'm going to add 4 cranks of pink salt to that as well. And that is the final product on the protein oats. Aesthetic. You're going to gain access to this tracker, so I will send this via email and then you'll be able to just view this as and when you need. It just allows you to keep on track with weight, keep on track with the log, and know how many weeks out we are from the holiday and from the final week into it. So as you can see at the side, here's all the dates and stuff. We've just done this surplus phase and now we're heading into this year, and then we've broken down into phases, and then we'll go into a deload week, which works, it actually works fantastic the way it's actually mapped out, which is weird because the way you get back, we've got a 2-week wash off phase, we've got a 4-week health phase, and we've got a 16-week push up, and then the week of Christmas and New Year and stuff, you've got a deload, so it's absolutely perfect, mate. Get to a point where you're feeling too low. Obviously those final weeks when we're digging for condition, because you know, as you say, you really want to get shredded for this and you really want to push it, you might feel slight symptoms of just like fatigue, you know, loss of energy, feeling a bit shitty on the sleep. But that's when these certain supplements come in, like magnesium and everything we're doing in terms of cutting caffeine off at 2 p.m. It was meant to be a 2-hour work block, but it turned into a 3-hour work block where me and Lorena just got loads of online coaching done. Lots of new guys and girls on the team who've just joined for summer, and then lots of people I've got on prep, including Lorena herself. So she's just started her cardio now. She's got about 30 minutes on the bike to do. I obviously did mine this morning because we do have a bike in the house, so it does make things that much easier when you've got a lot of commitments, and it just enables you to get it boxed off in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to get ready, you know, you can just get it boxed off. That's why I like to do it in the morning. When I do have chance, I just get it smashed. It starts my day off really well. Cardio's done, and then you just got to focus on training and steps. But for those who can't do that, you just get your cardio in whenever you need to. So pre, post, I do recommend doing it post workout, because obviously you've got to think when you get into a position where your calories are quite low, you don't really want to be using that energy in those glycogen stores before you train, because then you just head into your session really fatigued, quite weak, and you can't really perform at your best. And when you're in a cutting phase, or especially in a show prep, your main goal is to hold performance and ensure that you're holding as much tissue as you can throughout that process, because you don't want to lose tissue, you don't want to start to look stringy, and you don't want to get to those sessions feeling super fatigued and not able to perform, because that's where the sport lies. It's getting in the gym, it's being your own critique and being your own judge, where this is where the misconception is with bodybuilding, because it is a beauty pageant, it is about aesthetics, but it is a sport, because you have to, like, your coach can't do it, no one else can do it. You have to get up on those days where it's a struggle, it's a fight, and you've got to go into the gym, and only you know if you put in the right amount of work, or, you know, you gave 100% on those days that were difficult, or you was flagging. You're your own judge in that situation, and then that is reflected on stage, especially when you're an athlete. I do try and hold, obviously, my lifestyle clients to a similar standard, and that's why they get the results that they get, the ones who really put in the work. And, you know, over time you build that mindset, and you build that kind of resilience, and you build that want to do it, because you see the results and you become a better person every single time, and you surpass what you thought you could do when you go into the gym, and you come out leaving, you know, you've put that sweat equity in, you've paid your dues, and you just, everything that then you take on outside the gym becomes easy, because the hard shit's hard, and when you get the hard shit done, you know, everything else becomes super easy. So everybody's different, everyone's got different goals, but when you are on a show prep, you have to lock into that mindset and really push yourself, and, you know, you get stronger as you go, because, you know, if I come out of an off season, or I come out of a phase of, you know, not doing much cardio, I wouldn't then just go to an hour of cardio and be able to absolutely nail it. You've got to build up to that, and you wouldn't want to do that anyway, because obviously it's a tool that you use as you progress. But that's a story for another time. So I've done a 3-hour work block now. I've got a lot of plans done. I'm now going to have meal 2, because I am absolutely starving. Obviously I've not really spoke too much about this, I've not put much on YouTube or anything. So me and my coach had a really good in-depth conversation roughly, you know, like 1 to 2 months ago. And to be honest, it was a hard pill to swallow, because I love competing. I wanted to compete this year, but with everything going on in my life and things that I'm building, and things going on with me and Lorena, it makes the most sense, as well as from a physique standpoint and a physique perspective, in terms of, you know, having the completeness, the fullness, and being real with myself of where I want to be when I next step on stage. We've decided to take a full year out after this photo shoot and properly commit to a growth phase, which, you know, I've never really done in a really good setting, because obviously I've just stayed shredded. Your goal is to become a men's physique champion, or a pro, or whatever you want to do. If you want to really progress and, you know, exceed yourself, you've got to have calories in, you've got to be performing, like I said, you know, 5 minutes ago, about performing in the gym. You've got to be able to acquire that tissue, and you need calories in to do that. And then that sets you up for a much better prep in the future, because you can diet down from a higher calorie set point. You'll have more tissue, it's easier to lose body fat with more tissue, and you just bring a much better, fuller and refined look, because these days even the amateurs are getting, you know, super super good in the UK, and you know, once you turn pro you might scrape it and then you go all the way back to the bottom of the totem pole. So it's like, I want to be in a position in 2025 where I can step on that stage, you know, knowing that I can really dominate and do damage, and then go into the pro league and actually hold my own straight away. So that's the main goal here. You know, so with that being said, calories right now quite low. We're roughly at, I think it's like 2,800. So we're gonna head into meal 2 now. We're gonna get something quite light like tuna, rice. Started to opt for more like fish and different protein sources because I'm sick of having chicken all the time. I do vary my foods, obviously. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see I have a lot of different, you know, unique and nice foods, and I like to switch my meals up with variety and taste. However, when you get to a certain point of a cutting phase, you know, there's like a blueprint that works, you know, certain carb sources, certain protein sources that you can volumize your meals out with. Something I might go into now, getting back on YouTube and really show you those meals and what you can have in your day. Obviously everyone's different. But yeah, we're gonna get into meal 2 now. Like I say, I'm saving calories going to the cinema tonight, which is a rare one-off thing when we're not just working 24/7 or training. So it's gonna be nice to get that kind of boyfriend and girlfriend time, date night, whatever you want to call it, with me and Lorena. So we're gonna take you along on a little bit of that. But I'll have meal 2, and then we will head out for some steps and a coffee before we do a little bit more work. Right guys, so we got meal number 2. This is a very quite boring meal. However, I am obviously saving calories for later. But a really good way of spicing this meal up is adding some of this. Salsa's a great addition too because it's just super low calorie. I like to add this on like eggs, chicken. It's nice if you're not a massive hot sauce fan, because hot sauces, you know, French's mustard, stuff like that has low calories too. And then adding some gherkins, because they are super low calorie as well, to this meal. What a shock. Man is eating again. So that small meal of tuna and rice wasn't enough for a big boy like me, so I've had to have another bowl. I'm trying to talk basically because I know obviously I'm saving calories for later. I still want to hit my protein target today, so I'm topping myself up with a little bit of farge now. So 150 grams of farge. I've volumized it with water. That is a good secret. Giving you guys too many secrets, man. All the time. So volumize your farge with water, that brings it up. So like, there was one night actually where I had like 200 grams of yogurt. Lorena had like 80, and she made hers like double the size of mine. And we was like mind blown. So that's a little secret for you. So basically, topping my protein up with this, it's only gonna be protein, a little bit of fats, 10 grams of almond butter, and 40 grams of frozen berries. And then Lorena has just got,
I'm having egg whites with 1 whole egg, some salad. I didn't want to chop any more mushrooms and peppers up, so I've not actually got more veg in it. I usually would have. And then I've got this rice that I've just been telling Brad that I'm raving about.
This new rice. It's
just an Aldi special, and it's like a Mexican rice, and I love Mexican rice.
Yeah.
But I like things that add flavour to it, and it's just got some, seems like lentils or kidney beans or something in it, so it just makes prep rice taste a bit nicer.
That's it. Another little secret for you, another little hack. Jasmine rice is usually what we have, but things like that, if you know, if it's tasty and the macros are good, it's something good to incorporate. But again, if you can see, you know, full of micronutrients, things that fill you up. She's got some protein there because obviously we're going on a big walk now. We're going to get a coffee, and she is so many weeks out, but we're not going to say how many. But she's on prep.
It'll be revealed on my channel.
Yeah. So if you want to find out more about prep, obviously I spoke about it before. I am coaching her again. No, I'm enjoying it really. It's been really, this year's been so good because obviously last year I prepped, she did her first show like 2 years ago, 4 weeks out, jumped in with a random coach, you know, was just a bit of a warm-up kind of thing. And then the second year I was like, right, we'll do this properly, I'll coach her and we'll really go for it. And you know, this year now, after getting 2 seconds, learning her body and peaking her really well, financial data there to then move into this show. And the good thing is about this year is she's built a hell of a lot of tissue that we knew about, but now she's started to strip down, we're really seeing it. So maybe she'll let me put some check-in photos on the screen, who knows. If not, head over to her channel, I'll put the link in the description. And there's a lot of exciting stuff to come because obviously she's got her show, we're doing a photo shoot. And we're just trying to, you know, get back on YouTube and vlog a lot of this stuff for you guys because we are super busy, but you know, so is everyone. So I want to make sure I'm just, you know, documenting this stuff because it's pretty cool. See, so yeah, we're gonna get this meal in. Anything you want to add to that actually about your show?
Brad's been great so far. I've really appreciated his help. He's a genius with the numbers when it comes to the fats and carbs and things. But it's just nice to have someone on hand who's supportive and cares about the results, and you always want the best for me and whatnot, and you know, taking
which can be stressful because I get
an extra 1% every day, or you know, it's not just 100, it's like trying to get 105, 110% accurate. But to be honest, because I've given myself a much longer run, like I'm not super hungry really often. I'm really managing my meals, and I like the fact I'm spreading my meals out through the day to feel good and to feel like it is a cut and it is a diet phase, but it's not aggressive. And the protein's been able to stay a lot higher than it has in previous years, so I'm enjoying it. I'm going to finish this meal before it goes cold.
Yeah, I'm going to let her eat this. Anyway, she's looking really good. I'm super excited for it because obviously that's my passion. That's where my passion lies, which is bringing people into shows and people who've got a main goal and who, you know, have something to really aim towards. So it's going to be an exciting year. We've got some good things coming up. I'm going to eat this protein, and you know, because I've got a high protein target, that's why I'm getting another bit of a meal in.
And if you want to join coaching, go to the PowerFit
Academy.com. Shameless plug, but we will get you there. If it's lifestyle, if it's, you know, posing, if it's you're a first timer who's going into a show and you need some guidance, and you know, you want a team behind you that is passionate and wants to get you to stage at your all-time best, because that's what we do. We are athletes ourselves, so we know how you feel in all situations. I mean, I can speak for myself here, but I've been through the worst and the best situations as an athlete. But it's all a learning curve, and it's all part of building the best version of yourself. And you know, it's like any sport. You've got to go through these trials and tribulations, and you've got to go through these setbacks to really grow. You know, some people make it to the top really quick, but I don't think that builds character, and I don't think that gives you the lessons you need to stay on top. So all of that is needed. But yeah, if you guys want to check out coaching, link is in description, and we'll carry on with our day and show you a little bit of our coffee and stuff when we get there. So peace. If for what?
If we get any
you can't get extra snacks. Yankees, bro.
Is that even a team?
We're at Tesco, guys. We're getting some snacks.
Brad wants to show you around the high carb or low carb choices that you can still have when you go to the cinema, that can be put to use the next day during your workout.
I'm
toothpaste.
getting some makeup. I'm getting some makeup for this beautiful skin. She got some hand wash. Switching it up this time with some forest fruits. I usually get the cherry one. Oh babe, white Oreo, I think we'll go with.
I wish I could have
I rarely have these, so I'm going to get one of these for the cinema. And it means I'm hitting my protein target as well as having a little treat. Right, I think I'm going to get some red grapes as well, because these are like adult sweets. That's what I like to call them. And you know the secret about these, why they're so good, is because you can nibble at them. I'm a grazer.
You are a grazer.
So it's almost like I'm in a big pack of sweets, because I'm like a little kid. So I can have these and not...
Introduce you to grapes.
You can introduce... Wait, hold on. There's two types here. Red and... They're more purple. Are they nice? Are you sure they're sweet?
Yes, they're lovely.
Are they not what you got me the other day, though? The purple ones.
They're basically the same. It's either red or green.
Hold on. Are they the same, guys? I feel like these are better. I'm going to go with these ones.
What can I have that are local?
We'll go back to these. We're going to get some popcorn.
Popcorn. I've already got.
You can have strawberries. Strawberries.
Oh, I'll get a fruit box. You just reminded me.
Yeah, fruit box. These are the hacks. So.
Look, there's the grape.
Oh, we might have to swap. We might have to swap. When I've been given too many options, guys, I'm
not.
Might
get some asparagus.
She's going to nibble on some asparagus. While we watch constantly.
Not in this.
I might nibble on some broccoli.
I'm actually getting some things that I need for my week.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Win-win.
Can I put them in the basket, please?
Get them in your can't I?
Okay. If they're in your basket, means you're paying. I'm doing.
Hey, why don't you eat a big tub of that in the cinema?
Right, come on.
Oh, is that how it was?
Some baguette.
Baguette sticks. Oh, get some cake.
Can I get some cakes? Yeah. How did you know? It's really annoying. You do this on work.
Let's have a look at all the good stuff. Wait, what do you want actually? Because I'm going to get you some stuff post show.
Can you get me some crunchy bars, because I love them. Crunchy and Jack cakes are a massive tick from me.
The bagel boys.
What else? Probably some crepes.
We haven't really got that many good cakes in here.
Chocolate crepes here, some pancakes.
Oh yeah. No. These were good. Do you remember these? So, oh my god.
Oh, biscuits and confectionery.
Oh, look, one. I'm going to show you the best hack for the cinema. You feel like you're having either popcorn or you feel like you're having a big bag of Doritos. So it's out. These are the best. So either these.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to get. What should I get?
This is the real Brad. He's under so much pressure he doesn't know what to do.
What should I get?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I need to actually put it into the app and see what.
What did you go with?
Popcorn, because it is the cinema. So, full bag of these is not even a lot of calories to be fair. 350 calories the whole bag. 360 calories. So we'll go with them.
Cool. Can we head down to the sweet aisle now?
We'll go down to the sweet aisle and see what's there. We're going to get a nice blast
down
anyway,
the bottom of here.
No,
I've got Vimto.
Guns out, you know. Rear delt's popping, bro. What do you mean? Yeah, you can take it off. We are back. We are vlogging today. So we're going to find a little nice coffee shop on this road. Probably going to get a decaf because man's stomach is sensitive these days. I am in my late 20s and I have abused caffeine for too long. So, and this little gem is saving me. So,
trying my best.
No more monsters, boys.
Amazing. Do you have menus or should I look on here? Menus in the table. On the table, thank you. I love to look at those cakes. Look incredible.
They look dangerous, those cakes. Waffles, milkshakes.
Oh my goodness.
Prep. This is where we've gone back.
Biscoff milkshakes. Why did we come here?
This is our new thing.
Wow.
This was Lorena's choice, so.
I know what I'm looking for, that's why.
Exactly. But yeah, we'll definitely come back to this little spot after prep because it's quite nice. It's on a nice little high street as well, so.
I feel like they might have some syrups and I can just suffer in silence on a little
decaf with syrupy. Oh, we got some of the good old sweetener as well. We'll show you what we get anyway.
Thank you.
Flat white, baby.
Does that not look like hot water to you? I was expecting to get better flat white than that.
What should you give me like? You try it and see what it's like.
It looks like hot water or soup.
Is it?
I don't want to criticise, but.
Is it not coffee though? Is that not what flat white is?
What is that? Brad's gutted now, he's not ready to get it. I mean, I can't tell you until I've tried it, but I'll let you try it first. But she's saying almond milk as if like yours is not almond milk.
I asked for almond milk, love.
I hope it'd be a nicer cup or something. Is that the same?
You should. Yes, thank you.
So nice.
Aesthetics. That's exactly what we wanted.
We've gone for soya milk as well, haven't we? Because the almond milk apparently doesn't froth in the machine. Good how we've, even though we weren't sure originally how we were going to map out, well, we call it mapping out the day with our calories. It's good that we have scheduled like 3 smaller meals today. I've saved a larger amount of carbs like you mentioned this morning when you were talking in the kitchen, and we have enough calories left to enjoy the cinema and then a bit of farge later.
This isn't our first rodeo, babe. That's why.
I remember when you said that when we got to the apartment in Cardiff. No, it's in Cardiff.
Prep brain.
I've got such bad prep brain.
You've actually not been that bad this year.
Oh.
Not in a bad way.
It's going to get worse. Just wait till next week.
I'm excited for her because she's really put in some work this year, and you've built a hell of a lot of muscle, and you've been training hard for a longer period of time. So it's really nice to see when someone makes them improvements, and you know you've really like put in the work and stuff like that. You can't take that away. So
thank you.
It's exciting.
It's been nice to have someone teach me how to use my elbows properly when I'm training, because that's all you do. That's one of the main things you've taught me.
Yeah, it's just certain like. It's biomechanics, isn't it? It's just certain movements. Little tweaks can make the biggest difference, guys, to your training.
Yeah. Let me see which way we're going, sorry.
I think, straight on.
It's straight on, yeah.
So just making sure you're like really connecting and, you know, using that muscle you're trying to work, because even me sometimes, like, I'll drop the weight a lot, and on even, you know, like back and stuff, because on back you can pull a lot of weight, but anyone can just pull it. But when I really slow it down and contract the lats and initiate the beginning of the movement with the lat from the very beginning, you don't need a lot of weight, and you really do stimulate the fibers. So I think it's a mixture of the two that I like to incorporate.
Yeah, just one thing about back, I like it when you properly retract the shoulder blades as well.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference that to before you start it.
Your back's crazy, so
But
I'll
I'm
listen
happy
to
with
you.
how it's...
Your back's better than mine.
Well, it's not. I do
Right now.
listen to you, but you know what I mean.
No, it's good. No, I'm being serious. Like your back is your strong point, and your glutes, your back, your hamstrings, your posterior.
Yeah, it's one of them. I need to. Yeah, we'll see how I get on with this swatch show, and I will go from there. I don't like to say too much.
Let's see how it goes. Here we go. You ready? This guy's really slow.
Typical boys.
Here we go.
Typical boys. Can we get there safely, please? Bye. Annoying when you do this.
It's like a mini video game. I don't really drive fast anymore, to be fair.
I think I'm going to have to open these strawberry mushrooms. I'm really hungry.
Some grapes, some strawberry grapes.
I want to show you. Let me show you what I've got.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
Strawberry grapes. Oh yeah, strawberry grapes.
Shape the most. So let's get into teaching.
Apparently they made these even better.
What do you think?
Essentials.
It's just a little bit more.
Don't forget the sugar-free drink for that. I really need it.
12 out of 10. That's how I rate that. What did you say? McDonald's.
I was just going to say.
If you still eat McDonald's, right?
I'm loving.
If you still eat McDonald's in 2024, then you're stupid. Except from the breakfast. The breakfast is pretty good, but why would you pick McDonald's over Five Guys?
I go to McDonald's probably twice a year.
It's so bad for you though, isn't it? Like the chemicals and stuff.
If I've got nothing else to eat, and I'll get a chicken.
The breakfast used to be pretty good. The chicken selects were okay.
Chicken selects or a chicken wrap.
I never eat McDonald's. Like I'd rather go to Five Guys. That's the only place that does, like, in the UK anyway. You Americans are lucky because you've got loads of like cool like places that are full of good
You
food.
said that Tim Hortons was good, and I didn't rate it.
Yeah, it's like fast food, but I like it though. It's
didn't
nice.
rate it. But
It's a nice
anyway,
cheat.
I thought the film was really good.
12 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a
Did you
good
say the
film last
same?
night. Yeah. I really enjoyed
Godzilla
it.
and
Actually,
King
lots.
Kong. I don't even think we told you guys what we went watching. So it's nice to just, like, we were saying this before. So like watching at home and watching Netflix is good, but there's a lot of distractions obviously these days. So it's nice to just go in the cinema, especially with you on prep. So like for you, it's probably, you know, even nicer to kind of switch off, and you just, it's like you escape to another world and just switch off, guys. So yeah, I think it's good to go to the cinema every now and again, and it's a nice little thing that we probably need to do more again. But obviously we've been so busy with
I was eating
gym
everything
and
in there.
life.
I ate all my apples and grapes from Tesco.
Yeah,
all
you
the
fit your
popcorn,
macros,
Powerade, water. I'm so
but it's
ravenous.
all in the macros because
so ravenous.
one day, guys, it's not, even if you, so for example, like protein has gone down a tiny bit, carbs have gone up a little bit, and you've still hit your macros. So one day is not going to halt or change fat loss. So I got popcorn in my throat, can't even breathe. One day is not going to change fat loss. So if you are adhering to, especially when you're not in a prep phase, like I've done it in a prep phase before and still woke up even lighter the next day. So if you're adhering to your macros, you're hitting all your variables, just don't do this like 7 days a week where you're getting your macros wrong, you're going over on your carbs, you're not hitting your protein target, because like I said before, you want to retain as much muscle tissue as possible when you're in a cutting phase. So doing that, you have to have your protein on that latter end of the 1.5 to 2 grams per pound of body weight. You need to be hitting that kind of that realm. So
Saying all this though, if I wasn't on prep, I wouldn't even be bothered.
no, you wouldn't be bothered.
I'd go and get.
To a degree,
I'd
depends.
probably still have a protein yogurt though, wouldn't I? Like in winter when we were bulking,
I think you
whatever.
would be bothered, yeah.
I'd be having a protein yogurt. I still want to retain muscle. I don't mean not bother to completely.
I know what you're saying,
but I mean
not as meticulously like on it. It's not going to make that much of a difference over an extended period of time if you're in improvement phase.
Yeah, exactly. And because
100%,
of how,
yeah.
I guess I only say that because it's 1 day out of 7.
Yeah.
So I'm, and yourself, like we're on it 6 days out of 7, even on like a bulking phase, or
Yeah.
even just in winter when we're not heavily tracking calories and stuff. So it's not a rigid lifestyle throughout the
100%.
year.
100%.
And it's just important, I think, to make that clear, because like we live a lot, like we do have a good time when we want to.
We do, yeah. But sometimes it can
this
look
little
like
period is really important that we
Yeah.
are restricted.
Yeah.
So
if
it
you've
might
got a
look like
major,
that,
so
trust
for
me.
example, I agree. So if you've got a
Yeah.
major goal, you've got a major fat loss goal and you want to get there, you want to get there as optimally as possible, you have to track your calories, you have to weigh things, you have to scan things. But there's little bits and bobs and ways around it where, you might, if you're an individual who needs a refeed, you can go and have something. Some people can get away with more than others. But for example, like Lorena said, if you're not in a specific fat loss phase where you're really trying to dial it in for a prep phase, a photo shoot, a wedding, then you don't have to be as meticulous. You can do a hell of a lot of stuff and get in shape and stay in shape.
And there's different types of...
It's about already getting there and holding it. 1 or 2 days isn't going to gain 50 pounds of fat. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't work like that.
And also it depends on your goal, because
does.
we talk a lot about nutrition, because a lot of what we do, like, specifically with Brad with bodybuilding, me just in the last like 2 years, more than probably ever before, like the aesthetic side and the bit that people would say is like vain or whatever is important for the goals that we have. Whereas if you want to do for the stage
It's a
or
look
for a
you're trying to
photo
attain.
shoot, so the nutrition actually really matters.
Yeah.
Whereas if you are doing more of a fitness competition, and I would love to do a high rocks, I'm just going to talk about high rocks, I'd love to do it and try it, but it's a different type of fitness and strength, and you have to go guns blazing in a different type of way. But you can probably be
not necessarily.
You can probably do a lot more when it comes to the food.
When you're going into the gym,
you can eat a lot more of
the foods
that you want to eat.
Because it's not about the look in that sense. But you're doing that much cardio that you stay pretty relatively in shape. But
Like
you're
this,
getting to a point where you are super, super lean and super shredded to show so much detail and stuff.
But that's because with this. There's two sides of it, isn't there? There's one side that you're
massive
lean and you're shredded and whatever, but you're fatigued a lot of the time. And that was the look you're aiming for stage. So there's elements of it that aren't healthy as much. Are there? Like you get to the point where you're not.
It's an extreme
healthy.
sport. It's an extreme sport. Like any extreme sport. If you're cycling for 16 hours or swimming,
yeah, but that's what I'm just saying. But with like a high rocks or a fitness competition in that sense, you're probably still more in the healthy realms.
Yeah.
But you are just lifting heavy and strong. But you get injured.
This is such a conversation that could just go on forever.
I know,
it's such a massive cobweb. That's why I don't want to get into it, because there's so many realms to it. There's so many things and then there's the route of now we're looking at more like certain foods that make you feel good. Like I want to eat good food that tastes good, but now I'm looking at what's my gut health like? What things can I do to improve that? How can I switch up my protein source and make sure things are digesting? What supplements am I taking to aid in digestion? There's so many levels to this. That's why I could just go on this massive tangent.
But that's what I mean. It depends.
But you've got to just learn all about everything.
Doesn't it? It goes back to your original goal. What's important, whether you're going to do the macros and the nutrition kind of just as a bit of a baseline and a bit of a guideline, because your goal is more like fitness and cardiovascular and you often lift heavy weights and you're doing that
100%.
route, or the other route is just more specific.
What I'm saying is you go out of that, and no matter what your goal is on that plane, what I've realised now is you have to be able to perform and feel good 100% of the time to get to any of those goals.
Regardless.
So your gut health, all your mind, everything has to be in line. Because if you get sick, you get ill. You've got to be hitting micronutrients, as well as having, if your goal's not to get super shredded, as well as having those social events, those nights where you go and eat pizza, pasta, whatever. Do you know what I mean? But, I've always said it, 70-30 rule or 80-20, depends on you. Make sure you're hitting a balanced diet. Make sure you're hitting good, healthy fats. Make sure you're hitting, you're having that social stuff for your mind. You're having a piece of chocolate if you want that. It's not the best choice. You could have protein oats or make protein pancakes or muffins or cookies. You could do all kinds of things, but we could go on forever.
But making it match, going back to the point, making it match 6 days a week, making it fit and being healthy.
You can still get shredded 100%.
One day a week, you can have fun.
You can get absolutely peeled as well. Absolutely peeled.
Or you can be in the best shape of your life
100%.
with a usual cinema date. But today, I had to stick to popcorn and apples.
100%. You can absolutely get peeled doing if it fits your macros. I've done that hundreds of times in the past where I've gone, I want a carb killer bar today. You could even scan in a packet of crisps.
I've just realised you never got an ice blast.
I know we didn't, but we had water.
I had everything else
You had
instead.
everything else. So yeah, you can get shredded doing whatever you want. But now I've branched into like the men's physique and the bodybuilding realm. There's like this another level where you're going against people. So you follow a meal plan and you do things like, yes, you use these little tricks and make your food more voluminous, but it's completely different when you're going on stage to when you go into IB for. You can get shredded going into IB for tracking your calories and eating pretty much whatever you want, but you'd rather not have less food throughout the day. You could eat a pizza every day, but why would you? If you ate a pizza every day, you'd have about 200 calories left and you wouldn't be hitting your protein target. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
You could have a McDonald's every day, but you're not going to.
Yeah, okay.
So
But anyway, for the prep purposes, it's rigid, it's serious. I don't want to take it I don't want to take it with a pinch of salt. I want it to be on point.
yeah, and until you do it, you don't understand that.
And
really.
I think it's good that we've been able to add it into our night.
Yeah, that's what basically what we were saying was it's nice that we could go to the cinema, have a boyfriend girlfriend night, and take grapes in and have grapes and popcorn and stuff, and still chill. And it shows you can get on stage doing that.
And come out happy because I've got a relatively full belly because I've had a sugar-free Vimto.
There you go. So Rena's getting peeled. I'm getting peeled.
You wouldn't think it, but under here.
Oh, I don't know
under
about that.
here. We're good.
Photo shoot soon, and yeah, we're going to end it there, to be honest, guys, because it's been a good long day. Hopefully, you get some value from this. And there's going to be more vlogs coming because I'm just going to pick up the camera and vlog random stuff, so you can kind of see interesting stuff. I'll be doing stuff with my videographer as well, obviously some more cinematic like training footage, but I'll be doing more vlog style as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, comment again, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Peace.